Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hey.
It is Pixel Partners, and we are back in Phoenix. Right, Trials and Tribulations. We've got to defend Ron, and he's not exactly helping us.
No.
But we need to get 4, and I was lost, but I think we might be onto something here if I press this back in and we do this thing, because we didn't press farther on this one.
No, we didn't.
So I'm going to go ahead and go for that now. And we'll see what happens. Maybe I fuck it up. I don't know.
And we actually didn't use the walkthrough.
Yes.
Are you guys proud of us?
I know, we're on part, whatever we're on now. This is like 18 now.
If
We're
not,
doing solid
we're
so far.
proud of us.
Yes. So what did the blackmail letter in question say? It said to bring $50,000. Money, perfect motive for committing murder.
God damn it.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay the money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed. Oh yeah, because he's keeping the whole thing.
Yeah.
Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir. A muddy mud skipper in the outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. What about, I heard you like mudkips? Alright, anyways, the blackmail threat didn't scare me. The blackmail threat didn't scare me. I wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. Sounds fishy. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said, if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it's referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. What do you mean? The victim had no proof the defendant was mask-to-mask. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier. But that was all over with that was all over once I was fired. But it is true that the fact that I stole secrets is kept under wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now a whole year later. Is that really true?
What is it, Nick?
The fact that Ron was stealing company data. What if he would have had a problem if it ever became public knowledge? Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Yes, he'd be a criminal.
Oh.
Mr. Delight.
Maybe we present her then, because it's in her thing.
Well, I think it's going to switch through this now. So, Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public.
He knows. Yeah. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
What are you trying to do by bullying your own client?
Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo? Yes, now come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing secret from going public?
Not gonna lie,
wifey-
whenever the freaking mug of coffee slides into his hand, that's really smooth.
Smooth.
It looks really
Just
cool.
like Godot 107.
Oh my god, stop.
Alright, anyways, his wife.
Yep, hates criminals.
Mr. Delight.
That's what I meant about presenting her.
Yeah. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secrets.
Gulp. A certain person?
Uh-huh. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. But hey, listen to me. My Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Godot. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault.
What do you mean? God dang it.
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh,
No, everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. That's not something to say in court.
No, especially when you're being tried for murder. Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes.
Clearly, there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much.
Oh, that's good shit. The motive is clear. Let's move on.
Oh my god.
What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now. Tell us. We're all ears.
God damn it.
At the CEO's office.
At the CEO's office.
What happened, Ron? When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there.
Okay. Yeah.
And that, yeah. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
What?
I just realized something.
What? What?
The Shishido. The Shishido.
Shishito. What about it?
It was bent from a blow to the head.
But it was found back in the basement.
Here's the question. Did Luke Atme have access to this stuff?
But why would he have the sword with him at the security office
Because
when it was found in the basement when we started doing our investigating?
Because what if this happened afterwards? What if he had access to the camera data and was able to switch that around? So that way, it looks like this crime happened at 12:58 in the morning, but that was altered in the system, and this happened an hour later.
That's a reach, considering we have nothing to point to that physically.
I'm gonna roll with that in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, suddenly I was hit in the back of the head, forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
Been wearing what?
When I came to, Mr. Bo was lying there, dead. Okay.
I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Master Mask struck him on the head from behind.
Of course, this time he turned out to be the culprit himself. That was all a lie.
He does that a lot.
No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that. But what are you saying? I really was attacked.
We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination.
Gonna do our best. Got that, Mr. Trite. Don't go easy just because he's your client.
God
Oh,
damn.
yeah. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend.
Meaning throwing hot
You
coffee
don't
on his
need to worry
face.
about that, Mr. Goodell. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it.
He's too much of a bitch.
He's too much of a bear. Little pussy bear. Obviously, what's his face is not above saying that. The P word. Pussy. But
What's his face?
I can't remember. Who was the one that was holding the puppet?
Ben?
Ben, that's it. There we go. Alright, at CEO's office. Anyways. So I enter the office, there's a suspicious shadow there. Hold it! Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
was
Let's talk
this?
about that.
Let's talk about that. Alright, who was this suspicious person?
Shadow.
If there were 1,000 of me, and even one new, I'd tell you. Trust me.
He's dodging all of our questions, is not helping us win his case.
Okay, then how is the victim Mr. Bullard at that time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive?
Yeah, when you
Maybe
get hit.
he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question.
Oh my god.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Oh my god.
Forget it. Just forget it, boy. Suddenly I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. So how about that? The next one's a curious one. Your forehead. Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. So I think I was a little dazed for a while.
I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking.
Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself.
Jesus.
Maybe that would knock some sense back into him. Damn.
I like how she smiled at that, like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright, if I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. What, were you wearing your, like, mask at the time? What's going on? That? Could you please clarify on what you're referring to? Why, my Master Mask costume, of course.
Wait just a moment. Master Mask.
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security.
What?
I mean, he's still got it on right now.
Did you know about this? He never told me this.
I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. Seems that little friend really loves to keep secrets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention up until now. Wait. That's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind?
How would that
Ha! My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly.
We should like go through this episode and count how many coffees he's gone through to see if they're actually keeping track.
I don't know.
At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
Okay,
Again?
correction on it. There we go. I had been wearing my Master Mask costume. Press that. It's an important one. Why
Oh,
were
in the picture, did it show the brooch?
Well, there was no... That was just a quick picture that wasn't part of the... That's not evidence for us, this thing entering there. So, why were you dressed up as Master Mask? Why, because I'm Master Mask, of course.
What are you talking about? Master Mask's trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. Well, there you go.
Yeah, there is a brooch.
So I thought I should go as him just to be safe.
Cause see, that is his costume because he had to remake the brooch, remember?
Yeah. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took it a lot longer than expected. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? I'm gonna press that one.
Yeah.
What do you mean by it took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body.
What was that? Back up a second.
Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
Inconceivable!
Oh, I love that reference. You got it, right?
Yeah.
Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
Inconceivable!
Yes. He's just like, wow.
Oh, that's some good shit. Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? Oh, now this is how I get in the mood.
What?
The answer is simple. When they take them off.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
Do you mean that Mr. Light hid the body because he's the murderer? Ha! So you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time was really obscure.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you?
Oh, well, yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here?
Well, you are now. I don't know.
Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony.
Yes, sir. Oh, looks like the storm front is moving over the fair weather judge. Oh, fuck. I paid him by the safe.
Just call me Hurricane Judge.
Took about 10 minutes. God damn it, boy. Took about 10 minutes. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in the drawer.
What?
Oh, that's not exactly what I meant.
Oh my god.
When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. Well, I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body.
That certainly makes more sense.
Hold on. 10 minutes.
What is it, Nick?
I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 more minutes to do it?
Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick! If you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were?
That's it. I'll take a look at the court record and present some evidence.
We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we?
There's not much in this testimony either.
I bet you he's still hiding something.
Don't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of him.
I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated.
Okay, so I'm kind of confused.
I hope he doesn't make things any
one.
more complicated either.
So it's on this part. So we have to press on why he was acting so strangely. The call button. Because he would freak out that, I believe.
Look at you go.
I'm a smart boy. Okay,
Calm
Your
down.
Honor, could you please take a look at this record? Or is this going to present
And
the
what
record?
might this
Okay.
be?
The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. As the button in the office is pressed, the security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m.
What?
If Mr. Rondelite truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded.
Yeah.
After all, a security guard would have been heading his way.
Where was the security guard?
Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there was a security personnel in that building. Actually, he used to
work
fucking
there. He used to be head of security.
Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as chief of security. There's no way I wouldn't have known about them. Oh god, here we go, back and forth.
Oh.
But, as it turns out, the guard never came.
Because it was my stupid ass
That was
friend.
nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Wow.
How the fuck do you know that? Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
Oh boy, things are heated.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that?
There we go. Fine. Let's hear your theory.
He's like, all right then.
Okay. Recall the defendant's testimony.
I love him just, I would love after him saying, let's hear your theory. I would love Phoenix to just be like, okay.
Let's just remember, it's not just a theory, it's a game theory.
Oh my god.
Thanks for watching.
Why? I mean, it's a theory in a game.
Exactly. He's, what the fuck are you talking about? Right. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Light said he felt dazed. Among the wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted?
That's why Mr. Light didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hid the body.
To hide.
So what are you trying to say? Mr. Light was knocked out, and then the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious,
Oh.
it can only mean that there was another person in that room.
Yep.
That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron DeLight and then pressed the buzzer.
Yep.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. This is...
He's like, no.
That this is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron DeLight, it's the one who... Ron DeLight is the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then who pressed the buzzer?
Yeah.
It was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button.
Cocaine bullet sound in the buzzer himself?
There were no fingerprints.
No.
What's your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
I need to prove that the real criminal there was at the scene, but how?
There's no fingerprints.
Can I prove that it was Kane Bullard's? No, I can't
Yep.
save quick. Ah, fuck.
I can prove it all right.
I'm gonna prove it. Yep. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. Piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer.
The buzzer itself, it said there was no fingerprints on it.
No, it was updated, so let's see.
There are no fingerprints on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
That has to be it. Right? Yes.
There we go. Whew. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
Well, big words, Phoenix.
That just randomly flew off either. I didn't even...
Yeah.
You ever have those moments where you see a word and you don't actually read the word, but you already know what it's going to be so you can say it easier?
Yeah.
That's what happened. I saw the incon and the rest just flew.
I wish that would happen to me more often, to be honest.
The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. Please give some thought on what you say before opening your mouth.
What are you talking about?
The fact that there is absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
Now I'm the one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally would have left his fingerprints behind. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Ron Delight obviously wiped them off.
Yeah,
Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment.
Why did you take the time to wipe
He touched that button. I know he did.
No, he didn't.
The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask. And Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have to wipe the button free of fingerprints?
Order.
This is getting good. It would seem... there we go. I've been forced to eat crow.
Wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is.
However, if the real killer...
Wake up, Judge.
Where are we? However, if the real killer was at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer?
To frame him.
Yeah, we were saying that earlier.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger?
Oops.
What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden?
Looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're on to you, Nick.
Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m. Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right?
That was Maya.
Oh, well,
You took my line.
I'll let you go and reread it. Quick, I'll let you reread it.
See?
Okay, sorry.
And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right?
Killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer.
Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed.
Security was supposed to respond?
Meaning that
He's
he was
getting it
supposed
now.
to get framed, yeah.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then. You got some guts. I like that in an opponent.
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
To call the security
Yeah.
guard.
Boom.
The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running.
Yep.
And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up.
Because he was getting his Glock cleaned at the time.
What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guards to turn himself in?
No.
Nah, that's not it. No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office.
One was dead.
The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead.
Yeah.
The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer. I wonder who that could have fucking been. Oh, man.
We already had our suspicions anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running in at that time, they would think that I was the murderer. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder.
And it worked. Just not the way he intended.
Oh, God, I love that smell. Oh, shit, that's good shit. Oh,
Will you stop?
oh, God, it's too bitter.
I think he just realized the trouble he's in.
Yeah.
Oh,
It would seem...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there we go. I got a new one. That's better. I've been made to eat my words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take. Oh, with a cup of coffee.
Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was that that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask, so...
Heck, you mean the real killer is...
We're going to drag that person in here right now.
But who is it?
I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard.
Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that freed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard?
Easy fucking peasy.
Yep. Boom. No.
It was Desiree Light. No, okay. Luke at me. That's fucking easy.
Yep.
Detective Luke at me. He's the only one who could have done it. Ace detective. Luke at me?
You mean Master Mask did it?
Oh my god.
No, Your Honor. The person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard.
He's just trying to get off with a different sentence.
Yep.
Order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime?
They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment.
Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would.
How he frantically suddenly just said, yes, it's me.
Yeah. When Luke at me confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, the famous detective was unmasked as Master Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was the true objective all along.
To be found guilty?
Master Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urine at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke at me's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi.
A guilty verdict? As an alibi?
It's ridiculous, but it's good shit.
It is. It's very smart.
Yeah. You know, it's almost time.
For what?
For Luke at me's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we'll need to do it now. Of course, that's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Huh?
Oh. Yeah, we don't have...
Just do that quick.
We don't have proof.
We gotta have something.
Mr. Luke at me's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Oh, am I really sure about this? I bet's only good when your life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you.
Oh gosh.
Mr. Delight. So, please, I'm begging you.
It's a very similar situation with Mia.
Yeah, thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life.
No pressure.
Can I really risk your life like this?
Yep. Phoenix.
What was that?
Don't stray, Phoenix.
You gonna pop up next to me again?
For your client, take the path of trust. It starts with trust.
Starts with trust. But that voice, it sounds like Mamiya. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. Ha. So that's your answer, huh?
Very well, I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke at me to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. Confidence. Cool. Collected. Mwah! That's beautiful shit, man. All right.
Oh God.
This fucking guy.
Well, said Detective at me.
Oh, he's in here?
Yeah. Well, no, this is the other.
Yeah, this is that I'm saying this is going on in the other room.
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you've performed splendidly.
Oh no, said Detective at me. You were the one who...
Whoa, what the hell? What in the world?
Okay, I'm going to assume that's another judge.
It is. It's terrifying.
I'm gonna hope that's another judge, and I'm not. But wait,
it's a
no.
what?
Payne has hair. I'm so confused. Hang on.
Wait, Payne.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. The court finds the defendant Luke at me.
Oh God. Okay, maybe that is going in another room.
See?
Oh hey, wait.
Man, I was gonna do my different judge voice.
Hey, I gotta have a judge too. Come on.
I guess.
Let me have it, man. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please.
He has no idea what's going on.
Well, Sir Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Oh God.
Who's the Hauser, huh?
My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law, and I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke at me.
Accusation?
He doesn't have
you
hair,
accuse
see?
Master Mask.
Well, he has a little bit.
Yeah, that's all that's left of his pompadour thing, remember?
Yeah, that man is not Master Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer.
What?
He's terrifying.
His eyes are fucking massive. Oh, he's getting pissed now.
He's like,
He's like,
excuse.
Oh, fuck. I've been bamboozled. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well,
Oh.
I guess we're gonna save and we're gonna fucking continue this one next time.
I've never seen someone with a beard that big with no mustache.
That was
It
a
was
weird
very
one.
unsettling.
I don't like that
No.
fashion statement one bit.
And it was bright blonde.
It's weird. It's a weird
It's-
one.
No, he's cursed.
Nope.